why did I want to compete in the Miss Indian Arizona program? I had been chosen Miss Colorado River Indian Tribes, and the next step was the Miss Indian Arizona program to represent my tribe, the Colorado River Indian Tribes. In my year running for the Miss Indian Arizona pageant program, what did I find most challenging? The impromptu questions, interviews, evening gown, talent. I would have to say that it was all of the above, because I had never been a pageant person. I was an athlete. I played basketball and I played fast pitch softball, and I traveled all over for tournaments. And so I really didn't have a talent. My mother asked my sisters, well, if she runs, what is she going to do for a talent? Dribble a basketball? So I think that I had never spoken in public. I had never worn an evening gown. So I think all of them were a challenge for me. But it was something that was very rewarding in the end. Since my reign, where has my life taken me? It brought me out. I was kind of an introvert before I ran for my first pageant, and afterwards, it made me start thinking of all of the traditions that the Native Americans have. It made me start looking at news. I had never paid attention to news before and what was going on. And from there, we had my family had a smoke shop here that I ran. And when the state wanted to tax the cigarettes, my father started the National Indian Business Association, and I was the secretary for that. It was a group of Native American business owners from all over the state of Arizona that got together and looked at these types of issues, taxing and, anything that was a wall being put up for the Native American entrepreneurs. And so we went around the state of Arizona to all of the Indian tribes, and we asked for their support in fighting this referendum. But that got me interested in the politics, because when we came and presented here to the tribes to CRIT, they were the only tribe in the state of Arizona that did not join our effort. And one of the council members challenged me. And one of the council members at the time said, well, if you think you can do a better job, why aren't you up here? And I said, I will be. And so in the next election, I ran and I got on council. I served 4 years. Then I went to work at our local airport. Then 2 years later, I ran again, and I was secretary for the tribe. And then I went to work, after that I went to work for the diabetes prevention program, and I was able to see the needs, because I went around door to door to all of our tribal members to get them involved in a healthy lifestyle, living a healthy lifestyle. And so I ran again after our program ended. I ran again for vice chairperson, and I won. And so now, after my term as vice chairman ended, and I'm working back at the airport. I'm the office administrator at our airport, and it just I just have enjoyed my whole council experience. I love the job in helping my people. I could not get used to the politics. And that's the one thing that, troubles me. is because politics gets in the way of, of helping and servicing our people. You know, I have 3 daughters, and I have 2 granddaughters and 2 grandsons. Well, 1 grandson, Sebastian, and 1 on the way. Everything for me has been good. I have a loving family. You know, they're always there for me if I need them, and I'm always there for them if they need me. So I have had a rewarding life, and I can attribute it back to being Miss Colorado River and Miss Indian Arizona, because that is what brought me out. Take care of myself, take care of my health. You know, that's one issue that I do have is my health. And I can take it back to when I was younger and not paying attention to, you know, my health needs. But definitely to take care of myself, because I can't take care of mine if I'm not taken care of. I would tell her that it would be the most rewarding experience of her life. She will meet a lot of other royalty and learn about their traditions and their ways. She will learn more about her tribe, and she will learn a lot about herself. She'll tap into things that she probably didn't know that she had inside.
I wanted to compete in the Miss Indian Arizona pageant as it was a requirement as being honored to hold the title of Miss San Carlos Apache. So it has always been my dream, knowing that if I was going to compete in the Miss San Carlos Apache pageant and won the title, the next step above that would be competing for the title of Miss Indian Arizona. The most challenging component of running for the Miss Indian Arizona title is the impromptu question. But aside from that, I had a challenge that was beyond that factor. Is if I were to win the title of Miss Indian Arizona, how would I get to all the events that I would need to attend that would span throughout the state of Arizona, and also other native nations where I would be invited? And the reason why is because my family wasn't fortunate and we had an Indian car, so we had to figure out how I was going to get from one event to the next. So with the support of the community and my family members, I was able to make it to all the events where I was requested to attend. Since my reign of Miss Indian Arizona, a lot has happened within my life. Not all positive. I did run into some negative factors within my lifetime, but I have been able to step beyond that. One of the most important is obtaining a bachelor's degree in business management, holding a job at the San Carlos Gaming Enterprise Apache Gold Casino for 20 years. I worked my way up the ladder from a part-time student worker to the Human Resources Director and on to the General Manager of the facility, where I became the first female tribal member to run the gaming operations in that time. Thereafter, I also had obtained a job with the San Carlos Apache tribe as Assistant General Manager and was promoted up to the General Manager position, once again becoming the first female Tribal General Manager for the San Carlos Apache tribe. During that time, I also was blessed to have a daughter, Shailene Kristen Edwards. She's been a joy of my life, and although I should have spent more time with her within the time from when she's born till now, I was focused on providing for her as a single parent, and so I had to make the sacrifices that I needed to get us where we're at today. And I still encourage her to climb the ladder of success and to achieve her dreams like I would like to do to all of you. If I could go back in time, the advice I would give to my younger self is to learn how to speak the San Carlos Apache language fluently. Today I can understand everything, but I haven't brought myself to the position of not being ashamed to try and learn how to speak my native language. There are many that are my age that do not know how to speak yet understand, and it gets even more difficult for those younger than me. So one of the things that we need to do is unite and to embrace our native languages so we can become united and strong, and so our identity of who we are, our traditions and cultures won't fade away within the near future. What I would say to that young woman who is sitting on the fence weighing the options of whether they should turn in the application to compete in the Miss Indian Arizona Scholarship competition is you've made the first step. Move on. Just because you've had that inclination doesn't mean that it's a maybe I should do this. It's in your heart. You have compassion for your people to be a leader just by having that thought and idea. Make it a reality. Look at me. I didn't come from a wealthy family. The pageantry, you may think of it as just glitz and glamour, but it's not that. It will open you up to allow you to become a stronger individual, to represent your tribe, the state of Arizona, the Indian nations, and also to be a role model for the future leaders, our younger generation, who we as Native people always look out for our younger people. So just do it, give it a try, make it worthwhile.